Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best stereo amplifier.
Starting at number 5.
Marantz SR6015. There's something enduringly elegant about Marantz's AV component design. The curved fascia with small porthole display speaks of legacy and old-school musicality. But don't let that fool you. This AV receiver is also a movie beast on the cutting edge. We found its audio performance to be sublime, with effortless control of the soundstage. Never feeling under pressure, sonic placement is always precise. A 9-channel model, it can be configured for 7.1.2. There's also Dolby Atmos height virtualization and virtual DTS X plus IMAX enhanced certification, which means it'll automatically change bass management handling for deeper bass when it recognizes flagged content. The receiver has a single 8K capable HDMI 2.1 input, while smart support covers Alexa and Google Assistant, as well as AirPlay 2.
Coming at number 4.
Marantz NR1711. Marantz hasn't changed the look of its half-height lifestyle NR AVR range for the best part of a decade. But we're good with that because beneath the hood, there's been constant evolution. The sonic signature is largely unchanged and it has a warm sound, rather than clinically precise. It's perhaps a fraction less musical than some of its siblings further up the chain, but it's undeniably fun to listen to. You can run a 5.1.2 Atmos setup with a uniform 50W delivered across all 7 channels. There are 6 HDMI inputs, one labeled 8K, which supports 4K/120 FPS and 8K 60 Hz. There's only one HDMI output though, but the feature niceties include HEOS multi-room and AirPlay 2. If you don't have a full multi-room speaker setup, you can also use Dolby Atmos height virtualization and DTS X virtual to roughly emulate a 3D listening experience.
At number 3.
Marantz Cinema 50. The Marantz Cinema 50 is one of the most future-proof home theater amps we've seen. The connectivity on offer is truly impressive with 8K and 4K at 120 Hz support, 6 HDMI inputs plus 3 outputs, and an impressive auto-calibration system. Format support is extensive with Dolby Atmos, DTS, X and Oro 3D capable, as well as Sony's 360 Reality Audio. It's also IMAX Enhanced certified, which could come into its own when Disney Plus starts streaming IMAX audio mixes. If you're looking for an AV amp that can deliver massive dynamics, with whip-crack fast transients and a fearsome bass extension, the Cinema 50 doesn't disappoint. It's a tremendously exciting listen and steers gunfire shootouts beautifully, with effortless panning, and even at high volume there's no hint of strain. It does music well too. Marantz's lauded HDAM amplification circuitry is warm and melodious. In 2-channel mode, we'd say the Cinema 50 is comparable to a high-quality mid-range stereo amp, and with strong format support is as future-proof as they come right now.
Number 2 of my list.
Denon AVR X2700H. Denon's AVR X2700H provides an affordable jumping-on point for the brand's 2021 X Series AV receivers. The price tag hints at budget components, but in a smaller viewing room, rather than a cavernous theater, it defies expectations. In our listening tests, it gave a punchy delivery and has no problem with action-orientated soundtracks, plus it's nuanced enough to portray subtle ambience too. Power output is rated at 150W for multi-channel, which is generous, and it'll support a 5.1.2 channel configuration or conventional 7.1 surround, depending on how you've set up your loudspeakers. There's also 8K support, albeit via a single HDMI 2.1 input.
And number 1.
Denon AVR X4700H. A sonic tour de force, the X4700H is a jaw-dropping AV receiver with a class-leading specification for movies and gaming. HDMI provision covers 8 inputs, one of which is designated 8K. Generously, there are 3 outputs, with eARC support. Advanced Odyssey calibration is very effective, sounding great in our testing room, and once optimized should give equally stunning results in pretty much any listening room. The X4700H is fantastically dynamic, able to cope with dramatic transients like a boss. Bass is tight and there's a superbly articulate upper mid-range. Unfortunately, it does suffer from an HDMI 2.1 bug when connected to the Xbox Series X, but you can order a device which fixes it. More on this below.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.